family. I am your one and your only Lady of Crochet, LadySamoan, and we are here with the live. Yes, it is. Can we call this a New Year's live? This is my New Year's live, my first live of the new year. I didn't come on New Year's Eve. So, with that being said, while everyone is coming on in, I hope y'all had a beautiful new year. It was a good new year for me. I'm excited to come on with our Wednesday lives so that we can chat, we can have some conversations. I actually filled up my jar today. So we are going to talk a little bit today. I filled up my jar with some more questions. We have everything typically is crochet based. So we're just going to be crocheting, talking, So I'm excited. I'm excited for today. I am going to be hello Malibu Maddie. I am going to be working on um a hat while we are chatting it up. Let me see. I have this yarn which I went to Ollie's. I saw a while ago that they said Ollie's had the Granny Square yarn. This is one of my favorite yarns, y'all. I absolutely love this yarn. I don't usually use it for like the granny squares, like making granny squares. I always do it. Oh, excuse me. I always do it just like in a hat or just for different projects, right? So I was like, let me get over to Ollie's because I went before and I picked up only like two skeins and I wanted like some brown. So I went and picked this up. So I'll be working with this tonight, which is just let's see what color. I never look at the oh, it may not even show me because it has the Ollie sticker there, y'all. I wanted to see the color. I can't even see the colorway, y'all. Let's see. I can't even see the colorway. But if y'all are joining me, y'all know what this is. I can't see the colorway, y'all, but it's this. I think it's pretty. So I'm gonna make like a hat out of it and do like let me show y'all this. This is what I'm working on. So y'all let me know in the comments if y'all are just joining. This is our typical Wednesday chat and crochet together. We are going to be on here just chatting it up, talking and crocheting. I am working on this hat. Y'all, I did this junk hat. Let me show you. And I am kind of obsessed with it. And I wanted a brown theme because I'm actually going to wear it somewhere. And I told myself I need to get better at wearing my crochet. So I personally like this junk feel here. So I made this. I call it the no rhyme or reason because it's all over the place. And that's if y'all have been with me, y'all know. Hello, everybody. Let's see if I can get okay. If I mess up y'all name, sorry. Okay, Kelsey Grice. I think I said that right. Hello. And Lee and Ray. I think I said that right. I'm going to crochet now. Yes. Yes. Hello. So tell me, what are you crocheting? Because I did this like junk type hat and it was just like all over the place. And I absolutely fell in love. It's like all the pattern, all the yarn was mixed up. I'm gonna show y'all how it looks on because it's like a soft ruffle, but it kind of will remind you of bucket, right? So you can wear it kind of like, and I can see it being, oh, thank you so much. Crocheting a hat. Yes, look at it. We are crocheting, y'all. So it can be worn, I believe, in the summertime. And I have to get much better with wearing my crochet makes. So this right here, because they're kind of all over the place. And if you could tell by my glasses frame, I like things that's kind of like all over the place. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And I was like, okay, I did it like a double color. So you can wear it kind of like with the purple, or you can turn it and you can wear it like this with the red, or we can switch it like this and split it down the middle and, oh, not like that. We can split it down the middle and do this. So I'm working on a brown theme because, oh, and let me show you this too. I put a lot of pins on it, bobby pins. I just think it adds a little flair to it. So I'm working on a brown one, and for the brown one, I have some gold bobby pins, and that's what I'm going to do tonight. So I think this is a cool colorway. If you saw this, I'm seeing if people read these comments, also great hat. Thank you. Hello, Zenmans. Hello, hello, hello. So this is what I'm working on. And I crochet like this, but of course it looks like this on the inside. For some reason, that can be our first question and conversation tonight. You see how it folds up like this? I crochet going this way. So the inside of my work is always towards me. Now you have some people who crochet the other way, and it's okay. I don't think it's any rhyme or reason because that's the thing with crochet. All of us do it different. It's just like whatever results we get, right? But I do my crochet like this. So the outside is always facing this way. But I wonder that sometimes, like, do most people have their work facing them so they turn their work like this so that it can face them? Me, I don't know why. I think I learned that way. Love your nails. Thank you. Thank you. It is time for me to get them done over. And they're growing crazy, but I think this time I'm going to let them grow a little more. These are my real nails. And one time I let them grow crazy. It was like very long. And I usually just get an overlay over them. But I think I'm going to let it grow and we're going to see what happens. But let's pick our first question tonight. I hope y'all are having a beautiful, beautiful day. First, let's say this before we get this out of the way. I hope y'all are having a beautiful day. Let me know in the comments what y'all are working on. As I said, I'm working on this hat. We are about to pull our first question because y'all know on Wednesdays we like to talk and we are going to have a conversation. Now, I put some New Year's questions in here too. So we're going to see what we pull, and I have some old ones. Let's see. What yarn brand would you choose if you got a lifetime supply of just one? Whoa, that's a good question. If you got a lifetime supply of just one yarn, what yarn brand would you choose? Oh, that's a good question. For me, I think I'm going to do I subscribe. Thank you, Kelsey Grace. Thank you. Look at you. Awesome, awesome. Welcome to this awesome side of YouTube. So one yarn brand, and like, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I love sitting here and chatting. I always say this is our safe space. This is a safe space for crochet. We crochet together, talk, have our little questions that we pull on Wednesday. So welcome and thank you. So if you could have one yarn brand, let's see, I forgot the question already. Let's see. What yarn brand would you choose if you got a lifetime supply of just one? Now, for me, I'm going to go with loops and threads because for some reason I like what's it called? I like Michael's Value Yarn. Now, the crazy thing is, as much as I like Red Heart Granny Square, I feel like I wouldn't want just a lifetime supply of just Red Heart because I'm not a big fan of the Red Heart Value, but I love Loops and Threads Value. And I think Loops and Thread have a pretty good selection. Like, we got some choices that we can get. So you're talking about a lifetime for a brand, not just one Pacific yarn that you like. I think I would come out better doing loops and threads. So let me know if y'all want to answer that question. Let me know in the comments, like, if you could pick one brand. Now think about it too, because that's a good question, because maybe just like this Granny Square yarn is my favorite, but that's like one of the only yarns that I really buy with Red Heart. I have it's my we have a birthday. Hey, Katina Rubio. Okay, I'm gonna stop there. Hello and happy birthday. Happy birthday. Are you crocheting on your birthday? Or are you making something on your birthday? It doesn't have to be crochet. We have so many different people, that knits, you crochet. Like me, I have 101 things, like I mentioned before, that I absolutely love and that I do. So I read a lot, and that is, I love to write. So there's so much things. And I love to game. So there's like 101 things. I am crochet. Oh, look at you. Yes. Crochet on your, that sounds like an awesome birthday to me. Like, I don't care what nobody say. That sounds like golden right there. Like, crochet it on your birthday. What are you crocheting, if you don't mind me asking? What are you crocheting on your birthday? And did you crochet something for yourself on your birthday? You know, because sometimes we crochet a lot for everybody else. I know for me, I crochet a lot for everybody. A baby truddle. Ooh, nice. Okay. Now, I am going to be honest. I don't know what a truddle is. What is a baby truddle? What is a baby truddle? I never heard of that. Never heard. And watch, it's going to be something that I maybe know, and we call it something different. And 9 times out of 10, that's how it is because I'm a country girly. So I grew up in the country. And, you know, we have some sayings for a lot of things. My bad, a baby. Oh, so okay, a baby shark. Oh, okay, okay, awesome. A baby shark. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so I think I crocheted a small shark before, but it was like a keychain size too. So I think I did that before. It was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. I love doing some good amigurumi here and there. Hats got me in a chokehold, but listen, we here. So let's pull our next question. Let's see what we got. Let's mix these up. Let's see what we got today. And we're going to be talking. Let me see how much I can get crocheted today too, y'all. Let's see. And don't forget, like, y'all, talk to me in the comments. I'm okay. I'm like, I always say this is a safe space. Talk to each other. Let's talk. Let's chat. That's what it is all about. I feel like I was going to sit here and crochet anyway. So coming on live on Wednesday is me to have other people who love doing what I love doing, and we can chat together. So it says January is just December with better intentions. How many of y'all believe that? January is just December with better intentions. And I think that's so crazy. Love you. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I think that is so crazy when you think about it, because I think once we really start thinking about like January being just December with better intentions or good intentions, I don't think that's true. Okay, also see, like, that's why I love having a conversation, because we all can have different perspective on things. And sometimes different perspective makes a world of difference. You know what I'm saying? Because you may not even think of something and somebody else tells you something. You're like, oh goodness, that's a good way of looking at it. So for me, I think every month is kind of like the last month with better intentions, or you know, a different way, like in doing stuff. For me personally, I would like to say, oh, Katie Anna says bye bye, bye bye. Katie Anna, thank you for stopping by. So Cornish, hello, hello, hello. I hope you're having a beautiful Wednesday night. Welcome in. I am working on this hat. We are going to see how far we can get along on this, because y'all know once I get talking, that is like, whew. Hello, Sandy Thomas. We are just talking. And one thing that came up was, let's see, that our question, well, I would say this is like a hot take. January is just December with better intentions. Do y'all agree? Yes or no? We have someone say no, they don't agree, which is absolutely amazing, because I love when we all have different perspectives. I say I believe that each month comes in with different intentions. So I think we learn something from each month prior that we can either bring into the next month, or we can actually say, you know what, I'm going to stop doing that. Excuse me. Oh, excuse me. I'm going to stop doing that. And then maybe I can change it for the next month, you know? So I think it just all depends on how you look at things. Yes, I think it's all about that mindset. That's a good perspective too. Yes, your mind. That's so funny. I told my kids, I think it was yesterday, could have been today, and we talk 101 times all throughout the day, and I was telling them your mindset means the world of different. If you can get something in your mind, I'm telling you, you can change the whole world around you. And that conversation came up because with my son, hello ye nation, my son, he had something with his lip, and he was like, Ma, I have to go to the dentist, so I hope it doesn't hurt. And I said, honestly, it's all in your head. I said, when you really stop thinking about it, because he was like, well, how does it go away? I said, when you stop really thinking about it, you're not even going to realize that it's there. So we went to this dentist appointment. We got in the car, and he's like, wait a minute. This thing didn't hurt. And he was like, Ma, it kind of worked what you said. I wasn't thinking about it, and look what happened. And I told him 9 times out of 10, a lot of stuff is here. And if we can mentally change that, we'd be so surprised. Lee Rick, y'all, excuse me if I mess up names because I'm terrible at names. Terrible at names. I'm gonna go ahead and admit it. So forgive me in advance. But can you knit? No, I cannot knit, but I love everyone who can. Listen, if you can knit and crochet, it's like, listen, there you go. Because I tried knitting and I actually did it. So I don't know if I could say I cannot, but I would say I did not enjoy it as much as I enjoyed crocheting. So it's one of those things to where I kind of put it on the back burner and I never really picked it back up. So I did learn. I did, it was like I self-taught myself or whatever. Is that like self-taught? Y'all know what I mean. I taught myself. And then I love the knitting needles and all of that cutesy dootsy. But listen, you are saying it right. Oh, thank you. See, I'm telling you, oh goodness, sometimes I say names all messed up. I will meet people and for like, say I meet someone, then I meet them again, and I'm like, guessing a name because I already forgot, and I felt so bad. I'm like, I'm so sorry. The next time I will remember. But let's pick our next one. That was a good one, a good hot take. So some of these are hot takes and some are questions because I kind of mixed some new stuff up in here so we can see what we pull just to make it fun. Let's see. All right, if you could invent a new crochet tool, what would it be? What are you making? Sandy Thomas, I am making a hat. And I was showing everyone that I made like this junk beanie with the granny squares all over. I put some what are these pins on it as well, so it's all over the place. I kind of like the theme because I always say I'm all over the place, so I love granny squares. I was like, why won't we just junk it out, put it on a hat, add some pins on it, and look at that. So that's what I'm doing with this one because I want it in a brown theme. So okay, so let's see. If you could invent a new crochet tool, what would it be? That's a good question. If you could create a new crochet tool, what would it be? That I'm thinking about that one. An invention so unicorn, it says an invention that weaves and ends for you. Oh, everybody needs to like the live for that one. Yes. An invention that weaves in ends for you or makes it easier. Oh my goodness, sign me up, sign me up, sign me up. When I say weaving in ends is like my least favorite thing to do. Like, and I leave it to the end. Look at that. I leave it all the way to the end. So I'm with you on that. That would be a great invention. I'm telling you. Listen, somebody, I think there's a lot of crocheters that would agree with that one because when I say those weaving in ends is something else, whoo, that is such a good one. Now, I would say another one, let's see, for me, I think another good invention would be if someone can, I know how to start it, but especially with that chunky yarn, that chenille yarn, if we can get a magic ring starter, like just do the magic ring, all I have to do is just start stitching around. Like I can type it in and say, okay, I need 12 stitches in a magic ring. They give me the magic ring and I just stitch from there. Perfect. Because the chunky chenille sometimes, especially I ordered some yarn from Ice Yarn. Oh, it's the worst yarn when it comes down to trying to make a magic circle and then it falls apart. Oh, it will make me want to throw away the entire project. And then when you're pulling it to trying to tighten it, it breaks apart and you got to start over 11 times. So that would be my invention. Just create the magic circle for me. Not even with wait for yarn. I just need it for chunky Chanel, sometimes that break apart, because I'm the person, even though the yarn kind of sucks, I don't want to throw the yarn away. I don't want to throw it away, y'all. I'm like, I spent money on this yarn. I want to use it. But starting with that yarn sucks so bad. So bad. Let's pull another one, y'all. That was a good one. Imagine if so unicornish, if I see that invention with doing the yarn ends, oh, we're gonna say, listen, we talked about it on live. You mentioned it. I love your plushies behind. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you, Sandy. Zanmans. Oh, it's you. How's your day going? Hello, my day is going good. My day is going good. I can't complain. I've had a very good day. A very good day. Okay, so let's see. We have, what project took you the longest and was it worth it? What project did you did? You could crochet it, sew it, knit it, whatever. What project would you say took you the longest, but how I forgot the question that quick, y'all. But it was worth it. Whew, that's a good one. I'm looking in that corner because I'm like, I would say for me, it's been a crochet blanket. Took me the longest, but it's been worth it. I and I've crocheted multiple blankets, but I would say the blankets are the ones that really take a little more time, a little more like pick up, put down, pick up, put down. There's a lot of love that goes into crochet blankets. Even if you have someone that really makes you a crochet blanket, just appreciate that, because there's a lot that can go into those things. But I would say they are definitely worth it after you make it and after you gift it to someone, or like I had one that I did on my chair, that I have on my chair. That one took a while, but it's worth it because it's worth every time I walk into my living room and I see it over my chair. It just feels so good to know that like you created that. Ruffle hat for me. Oh, Sandy. Yeah. I wish I had it close. Oh, I'm not. Listen. I'm not laughing, but I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing with you because I understand how the ruffles can take you out. You hear me? I did. I don't even have one near me. I did a ruffle, and it's the one with the 3 rows of 3 double crochet in each stitch for the brim. So it's one of those like really, really ruffly ruffle hats. Woo! Once you get done with the first row of 3 double crochets is pretty good. The second row, you're sitting there, you're asking yourself, like, why did I even take on this task? You're like questioning your sanity. You're like, you know what? I don't know, but I got to push through, because then you're closer to the end of the second row when that thought comes in, right? The third row of the ruffle for me, that's when I want to throw in the towel. I'm telling you. That third row will make you just say, you know what? They can have it. They can have it. And don't let that ruffle have to be for someone. Because for me, I'm like, listen, I have to put this down, have to come back. They're going to get this hat a little late, because it's no way. It's no way that I did this to myself and agreed to do 3 rows of these ruffles. Now, one thing I would say, I did a ruffle hat, and I'm going to pick another question because I don't want to go down a rabbit hole of ruffle hats. But whoo, I love them. But listen, those 3 rows of ruffles will take you out. I remember doing triple crochet because someone's like, well, if you do triple crochet, it'll go faster. I don't know what it is, y'all. I am not a fan of triple crochet. Triple crochet tears my nerves up, especially if I'm trying to do it for a ruffle for a hat, right? So I'm sitting there and I'm like, why in the world does this triple crochet just irks my nerves? So that's another thing. When it comes to ruffles, I do not like using the triple crochet stitch. I know a lot of people who love using it, but for me personally, I do not like that when it comes to ruffles. It's something about, I love like this part when it goes like, you have to do that. I love that part, like just doubling up to go, but building that stitch, one of my least favorite stitches. Does the ruffle hat take a lot of yarn? Yes. When you do a 3-row, when you're doing a 3-row double crochet in each stitch around for the ruffles, those take a lot. Now this right here, I call it like a slight ruffle. This hat right here, this to me is like I did one row of 3 double crochets, and then I think I did 2 double crochets and then 1 double crochet on the next rows. That did not take a lot. But when you're doing 3 rows of double crochet, say I use a skein of loops and thread value, I have to get at least 2 skeins of yarn just to make sure I have enough to finish the ruffle. So it's a yarn eater, and the yarn eating just comes from those 3 rows of ruffles. And to be honest, I love the 3-row ruffle, but it's not like one of my most favorite hats that I wear a lot or I would want to wear on a daily. It's one of those kind of like what I always like to call them statement piece hats. It's like when you're going out, and to me crochet is all, I think crochet is more art in motion. Crochet is more fashion in motion, because it's like to wear crochet, you love crochet, but you're actually outwardly expressing. For myself, this is how I feel. I'm outwardly expressing the things that I love. So when you see something like this for me, I will wear this because it's more like art in motion, and it's my art in motion because I'm wearing it out. So that's how I look at it. Exactly, statement pieces. Yes, those hats are definitely statement pieces. And when you can pull it off, I think it looks so good. But crochet in general for me, and I had to come to terms with that and understand it, because when you're making crochet, you realize like some people will want you to make some things and they'll be like, oh, this didn't look how I saw someone else wear it. And you have to let people understand like crochet is really based on, I would say, your style, and you have to be comfortable wearing crochet. You know, like I say, I don't even think, how would you put it? You don't wear crochet, crochet wears you almost. It's like that thing, like it's a statement. It's like you put it on and it's not gonna look the same on this person as it may look on you, but you have to just love it so much that you know how to put it on and wear it. That's my opinion. But let's pull another question, because I love crochet, but I'm also just learning how to wear crochet the way that I love crochet. And I love art, so I'm looking at my pieces more so that way now, and it's making it easier for me to wear it. So let's see. We have, y'all are having a good time, y'all. Time is flying by. Just a couple of more minutes, but I think I'll be on tonight till about 7:15ish. So we got some little time to keep chatting. It says the pattern picture. Look at this. It kind of flows in what we were talking about. The pattern picture sets unrealistic expectations. When I was writing these questions down, I was sitting here like, are these questions a statement? Because that one caught me. The pattern picture sets unrealistic expectations. Y'all, listen, I want to hear what y'all have to say about that, because sometimes I'm going to tell y'all what I do. Sometimes I'll look at a pattern and I'll say, okay, first of all, I'm not going in with no expectations, because looking at a pattern to me and thinking that I'm going to make it identical to what this pattern look like, I already know I'm not. I already know that is not going to work. I look at patterns like recipes. So I pretty much will look at a pattern, see how it fits for me, maneuver around it at first, but then maybe if they suggest a certain hook or a certain thing, I may know a different technique I could put in there, or I may try to adjust it to a hook that I like. So that's how I look at patterns. So I know it's not going to come out identical to any picture that I see. But I do go down and look at reviews to see how other people's patterns came out, because even if it's slightly different, that's okay. But when you have, let's say, you have a pattern and they have different reviews, but every review looks totally different, you're like, listen, something's off. Something's off. But if it looks similar, I'm like, okay, I can deal with this. Because like I said, I look at it as recipes. So for me, when I think about a pattern, right, I'm like, oh, okay, so this is what this is. Kind of like a recipe. So not everything is going to turn out identical, because when you cook a good recipe, first of all, I read over it and then I'm gonna just add the things that I use for that. And then, hey, it's gonna turn out with my style and my flair. So that's kind of like how I do things. Y'all let me know. Do y'all look at the patterns and say, you know what, I'm gonna do this and it's gonna come out identical? And when it don't, you get kind of like upset? Or do you just be like, oh, okay, I understand that this is my version of that thing? Because I think that's kind of like how it works. So Unicorn says, I kind of know how my own work turns out. So I have a feel for what to expect. Crochet is very personal that way. Totally agree. I totally agree. It really is. And that's why I tell people, because a lot of times you get some people who hold on to their actual ideas or something, and that's okay if that's what you want to do. You know, I'm not faulting anyone for anything of what they do, because say, do what you want to do. But I always like to tell people I don't mind sharing things, because at the end of the day, I can make something, you can make something. It's totally going to look different. It's just because at the end of the day, we're two different people making a thing, and there's so much that go into that thing. And I always say too, it's all about my love that I put in something, your love you're going to put in something, and it's okay long as you put your heart in it, you're doing it with great intentions, but it's not going to guarantee to look the same. Sandy says, so true. I am a tight crocheter. See, oh, that tension is everything. And I have to go by measurements. So patterns, I normally have to adjust. Awesome. See, yes, and that is so true. Tension is everything. That's why I tell people sometimes with crochet, because I put up a couple of what is it called? I put up a couple of tutorials, and I guess that's what we can call it. But I always just say, explain it the way I understand it. That's what I call my tutorials, honestly. It's like the way that I understand it, I want to share it, because somebody else out there may understand the same exact way as me, but they don't have someone telling them the same exact way, you know? And then when you find someone, you're like, oh, and I kind of go off of that. I think I heard this quote one time and it stick with me. It said, the the teacher will arrive when the student is ready. And I think I said it right, but it's along that line. And I think that we all have different teachers that can be teaching one of the same things, but you just resonate with that person. And that's what I always think about when I do my crochet tutorials or explaining how I understand it. Because I'm like, I can't be the only one thinking like this. I cannot be the only one. So that's why I tried to put it out there too, because sometimes, listen, some things I do, I'm like, man, that's kind of crazy to do it this way, but this is how I understand it. And I'm like, I wonder if somebody else understands that way. Let's just ask and put it out. And I think that's the beautiful thing about crochet and just having conversations with people and sharing, because you'll realize, like, hey, you're not the only one. And I'm gonna say this before we pick another question, because y'all know I can talk. Y'all know I can talk. I just told my son, because he works with his 3D printer, and he had like an incident that happened with his printer, and I said, listen, there's somebody else that got the same printer that may have the same issue. Research it, look it up, go through and see if you can find out how to, figure it out, because I can do it. I'm one of those people to where I'm going to put boots to the ground. I'm going to figure something out. And I told him, I said, he went and he did that, and he found the solution to the problem he was trying to solve. And he was so happy about it. And I told him, I said, understand that 9 times out of 10, you're not the only person that's dealing with this issue, not only just in 3D printing, or, it could be just something in life. If you converse with people or you find people who has an A-like, y'all start talking and you're like, oh, you too? Me too. And then you start seeing that, hey, I'm not the first. And like my parents used to say, you're not the first and you're not going to be the last. So we have to always just remember that, just in life, like there's a lot of people that go through some of the same things, but we just got to find the right people, connect with them and talk. And you'll see, like, you'll have some results that way. You can really, start seeing life a little different, not feeling so lonely. That's why I like coming and chatting, because listen, I said to myself too, there's some other people that like to talk, that like to crochet, and probably want to sit here and answer some questions and talk to me while we crocheting together. And we are some great people, y'all. We are great people having a good time. A good time. And ain't nobody gonna tell me different. Like, ain't nobody gonna say y'all ain't great people. I know y'all great people. So let's see. We have setting goals is easy. Sticking to one hook size is not. Setting goals is easy. Look, Sandy is laughing. Sandy, you know we're good people. We are all good people. We just like to talk a little bit and crochet a lot. That's it. Setting goals, do y'all agree? Setting goals is easy, but sticking to one hook size is not. Now, I would say, I would love to know, are y'all the type that like to have one hook size and say, listen, I'm going to adjust the pattern to this hook size and that's that? Or you switch between multiple hooks? Me, I have like 3 hooks: 5 millimeter, 5.5 millimeter, and a 6 millimeter. Those are like my three, like, hook army right there. Like, if I just have those, we can make anything. We can, y'all, we can conquer some stuff with a 5.5, and a 6 millimeter. Like, we can do a lot of stuff with that. Now, I remember when I first was starting crocheting and getting into amigurumi, I was trying to do a doll, and man, the one thing that hit look at me, there we go, just messing it up. The one thing that messed with me a lot was that those dolls were like 3.5 millimeter hooks, and it was like, I know good and well we ain't about to sit here. And then with amigurumi, y'all know single crochet. My favorite crochet stitch is a double crochet, but listen, single crochet, 3.5 millimeter hook, we're gonna be there forever. We are going to be there forever, and I don't like it. I don't like it. So Unicorn, it says, I am more comfortable staying with the same couple sizes. I like 4 and 5. 4 millimeters is, I will honestly say, I started using 3.5 millimeter when it came to amigurumi. Then I found out that I stitch very tight. There goes the tension. So I could graduate to the 4 millimeter, and my amigurumi still looked good. Like, it wasn't showing the stuffing when I stuffed it. So, and that's what I wait for. So I'm with you on that 4 millimeter. I can do that 4 millimeter too. But 5.5, and 6, we are having a good time, a good time. Now, I am not one too that likes using, and I find this right here a little challenging for me. Yes, I yarn under, so I can use, oh, a 4. Yes. See, I don't yarn under. I think I saw a post of someone talking about yarning under. I thought it was the most amazing thing. I was like, oh, I didn't know people do that, but that's awesome. It's almost like writing with your left hand for me. I was like, what? Look at y'all. So even the stitches, I think when you yarn under, especially with amigurumi, it comes out a little different. So you have to like adjust your work a certain way. I thought it was cool, but I do not yarn over. But I think, hey, yarn it over. I see even the way certain people hold their hooks. Like, I hold it, I guess, what would this be called, y'all? It's not the pencil, it's a knife, I think. This would be called a knife hold. Then I know some people hold it like this. Some people I've seen like this. And it looked like I seen someone crocheting, but it looked kind of backwards. And I'm like, how in the world are they doing that? And it reminded me of my aunt. She would braid our hair with cornrows, right? I hold my hook like a pencil. I've heard of the Sandy, I've heard of the pencil holding it like a pencil too. And I think it's so unique that we all have such unique ways of holding our hooks. And I remember, I'm gonna tell you about my aunt, because this blew my mind when I saw all the different ways to crochet and hold your hook. My aunt would crochet, she would braid our hair in cornrows. So cornrows go straight back, right? So she would braid our hair, y'all. But to go straight back, we would have to face her. So our head would have to be on her stomach, and she's crocheting going straight back. And I'm like, how in the world does that even make sense? But she would have the best cornrows in your hair. And we were little kids. And I'm like, it just didn't make sense because I'm like, we could sit like this and just braid it like this, but no. For her, we had to turn around the opposite direction and she's braiding it and it was perfect. I'm knife hole, but I started out pencil hole. Pencil hole gave me pain. Oh, and I know some people adjust. I've crocheted like this. I think it's knife now. I crochet like this since I started. I haven't tried any other. I know one thing that I found that was a little challenging when I was crocheting and holding my hook sometimes would be the way that I held my yarn in this hand. So I had to adjust some things over here because this hand was starting to like bother me, but now it's pretty okay. It's pretty okay. So I'm okay with that. Let's pick another one. Let's see what we got, y'all. These are some really good questions and hot takes or whatever we're going to call them. I don't know. I said conversation starters, right? Okay. Crochet time counts as self-care. I totally agree. I totally agree. Crochet time counts as self-care. For me, it really does. I know for some people it probably don't. Now, one thing I would say too, because that sparked something. Yes, Sandy says yes. Now, one thing I would say for me when I had to adjust the way that I looked at crochet was one time I was trying to sell crochet. And oh my goodness, that did not become self care for me. That became stress. That was stress wrapped up in a pretty package, and everybody saying, "Oh, your work is amazing. You should do this." No, that did not work for me. So Unicorn says, yes, it counts as self care. When I tried to go on the selling and doing all that, that was not self care anymore because then I had to meet deadlines, and then you got people opinions, and then they want you to tell you the colors and this is, and some people can deal with that perfectly. Some people are meant to be in those roles of like, no, I can sell this, I can do this. Like me, not so much. I rather have crochet being this hobby and this thing that I love, that I share with the world on my terms. And when I do make things, because I do make things for people, but it's not an obligation. I don't have like things up to say, oh, you got to make this when someone asks, or no, it's like if I can do what I can, and if I can't, guess what? That is okay too. And I find that for me, that's what keeps crochet as self care for me. I crochet too slow to sell it. No, so Unicorn is listen. Once you start doing it over and over, you'll see. Like I used to crochet so slow, but then I don't know what happened. I guess I was doing it so much. Next thing I know, I'm like flying through stuff and I'm like, look at me. But I would say, now, one thing I would say that I've learned over the years is to slow down. Even though I can crochet fast, some days I crochet so much. And I was just telling my family because some days I have like creativity overload. So I'm crocheting and crocheting and crocheting, y'all. I crochet so much stuff. When I say the next 2 or 3 days, I didn't want to crochet anything. So I'm learning how to pace because pacing is very important. When you relax and enjoy the process of doing your make, the outcome would be that's so true. The outcome would be awesome. And I think I want to use that because guess what? For some reason, this sparked it. And I'm going to say it. When you relax and enjoy the process of anything in life, I believe the outcome is always awesome. And I have to say that because sometimes we are moving, and we have to learn how to relax, enjoy the process. And one thing I tell my kids every day, we are going to live in the moment. Like if we're here and we're doing school, guess what? That's what counts right now. That's where we're at. We are not going to worry about what's going to happen 2 3 hours from now, what we got to do. We're not going, we're in the moment, and we have to learn how to start living in the moment because That's right there is where a lot of our experiences happen. And sometimes we miss it because we're always moving so fast that we don't get to see it. We don't get to see it. We don't get to enjoy it. So that's such a beautiful statement. I don't know why that just is like, yeah, let's add on that. So let's do another one. That's so beautiful. Living in the moment, making it count, relaxing. Look at that. Okay, so let's see what we got. Had a little happy moment, y'all. Okay, so we have, what's a yarn colorway name you wish existed? What is a yarn colorway name that you wish existed? Y'all, I'm a sucker for a brown colorway. I don't know what it is. I love, as much as I love black, because I love wearing black. I don't know why. I am like, my husband's like, wear a different color. But for me, I absolutely love black. So you would think that I would want a black colorway, but no, the brown colorway. But what name I would give it, I don't know. I don't know. The first thing I would say that came to my mind though, I don't think I would name it this, but a long time ago, my sister gave me an album, and it was an Erica Badu album called Baduism. And I absolutely love that album. And it has all the brown undertones and everything on there. So I think if I had to make a colorway, I would name it after that album. I don't know why. But I'm a big Erica Badu fan. I love her music and I love that album. So my colorway, if I had to invent a colorway for a yarn, it would be like a brownish colorway. A lot of brown undertones, earthy tones, coppers and dark browns and light browns and caramel and all of that. All of that jazz. I don't know why. I love brown. Like I have a brown pocketbook. Look at me getting on brown, y'all. But like, girl, pick another question. I am getting on brown. I'm sorry. I have a brown bag that I got, and I absolutely love that bag. And I can't stand carrying a pocketbook or a bag, but I carry that faithfully because I love that brown. I Sandy says she loves yellow. Oh, yellows are beautiful. I love yellows too. Yellow. I said I okay. So that made me think a while ago I did like this was some years back. I did a box that I made for kids and it was Mrs. Courtney's Busy Bee, it was Busy Bee something, but it was a box with learning stuff in there. And I had my shirts with a saying on the back. I can't remember what it said. It was like a little Buzzy Bee. It was for learning stuff. I did that years ago. My shirt for that was yellow. I absolutely had loved the yellow color because I always said it brought so much fun and life and light. It was like beautiful. So I love yellow too. I love neon or pastels. Oh, so unicornish. Okay, neon and pastel. I love that too. The thing is, I think it's fair to say I love all the colors, but when it comes down to wearing colors, I'm not big on wearing a lot of colors. I like wearing black. Like I have a wedding to go to. My niece. Oh goodness, no, she's my cousin, my beautiful, beautiful, beautiful cousin. She's getting married, and the colors are brownish. So I was like, oh, I can find like something brown, to match. Y'all, found the cutest dress, but it's not brown. You can just guess what color it is. Black is a safe color. Yes, Sandy. It is probably too safe for me. Because if it was up to me, I would have black everything. I don't know why. I absolutely love wearing black. My husband's like, if you don't mix up some colors in this closet, I'm like, I know. Always love wearing black. Okay, so we have here, it says, what's your favorite season to crochet for? Ooh, that's a good one. What's your favorite season to crochet for? I think this is going to be a generic answer, but I would say the winter season is one of my favorite seasons to crochet for. Winter and fall. And it's because crochet has that cozy feel. And I think you could get more wear out of them. I'm not a big cotton yarn fan. So summertime for me sometimes is a little challenging because I don't want to use cotton yarn. And I know I probably need to use a little cotton yarn because that acrylic gets a little hot. If you're having the summers like we've been having, woo wee, acrylic is not going to hold up, y'all. We have been having some hot summers, and acrylic yarn has been like, listen, nope, don't pull me out. You better get that cotton, and you better be okay, cotton or bamboo. Like, you better wear that, like, make a hat and be okay with it. But I would say winter for me or fall, just because it's cooler, which is so crazy because today where I'm at is hot. It was like a hot day, and it's like I know somebody is not telling the truth because it's supposed to be wintertime. Why is it feeling like summertime out here today? Like the weather is flip flopping so much. And it was hot today, feeling like a hot summer day. And then tomorrow it's supposed to drop back down and get cooler. So Unicorn says fall and winter also, but I do a lot of amigurumi, so they are just there for any time. Yes, yes. That's the beautiful thing about amigurumi. And that's another thing with me too. I love doing amigurumi, and I love that it's so versatile. We can just be crocheting forever, any season. We don't have to worry about seasons for that. And I also love hats, but I love wait for acrylic yarn for my hats. So then I have a challenge sometimes because then you have some people who's like, oh, I'll just wear this. Like, I think it goes back to me saying crochet is one of those unique pieces to where, hey, it's up to you because it kind of like somebody can say they would not wear an acrylic hat in the summer. It's almost like telling a young kid not to wear a hoodie in the summer because we know those young kids are going to wear their hoodies like they don't care. So it just all depends. I think it's preference. It all depends on how you feel, what you like. And if you want to wear your acrylic hat in the summertime, hey, by all means wear it because sometimes I do too. Now, like I say, some of our summer days have been a little too warm though. And I'm not a big fan of working with with crochet. Oh goodness, look at me hicking up. I'm not a big fan of working with the cotton yarn, but I gave it a try, but it's like, eh. So I think we got enough time for probably like one or two more questions. And then I'm gonna have to head on out. Y'all, time I can't believe time is just like easing on by. And I'm sitting here with our crochet family and we having a good time. Like I am so appreciative to be able to be on Crochet Live chatting it up. Crochet Live, look at that. I said Crochet Live. Yes, and you can make a mesh style in the summer. Yes. Ooh, Sandy, listen. I did even though no, that's double crochet. I didn't have to use triple crochet for that. Because you could use triple crochet for the mesh. I did it with double and I figured out how to do the base of the hat for mesh. That was a game changer. That was definitely a game changer. And I think for the summertime, what I would probably do is I know you can do the base, like your increases in base row, you can do it as double crochet. So around this part would be the mesh. And then I can add like a cute little soft ruffle to it. And on the base, I could put like whatever unique little junk thing I want to put there. So I think that's what I'm gonna be doing for the summertime as well. So our next one says, I can't believe we got this one because when I was writing this, I said, oh, I need to talk about this because I know I'm not the only one who, listen, y'all. A tangled skein can ruin an entire mood. Listen, a tangled skein can ruin an entire mood. Forget about ruining the project. It can ruin your mood. I want to just chuck it all across the highway, run it over with the car, like just have it at this point. When the yarn gets tangled, you're like, why? But one thing I remember early on, I would try to untangle them. I don't know why I did that to myself. I don't know why, because it would take me so long trying to untangle some yarn. And I'm like, listen, this don't make no sense. And we are not about to do this. So what I ended up doing was I said, okay, I'm just gonna cut it, and then I'm gonna put it to the side. If it's salvageable, we can work with it. If not, throw it in the trash. That's right. At least you don't have cats. Yes, let's because I can only imagine they probably get into it like, listen, if it's not tangled, I'm gonna tangle it for you. Like, oh goodness. Oh goodness, no. The tangle yarn alone already tear my nerves to shreds. I was like, I can't be the only one. I want to just be like, oh, here you go. Just take it. Ooh. Yes, that yarn barf is so upsetting. Yes, it is. Oh, and don't pull it from the center, thinking that, because I'm a center pull girly. I love center pull. I love, love, love. Look, y'all, I love a center pull. Center pull is like my favorite. But when you have to dig in there because you can't find that little piece, and then you have to throw it away, give me another skein, and call it a day. And I remember I was in oh goodness, I was at, I think it was Michael's, and I saw someone had the nerve. It was like a center pull for a yarn skein, and they must have pulled it out, but then wrapped it back around a yarn, and it was like on there to sell. I'm like, oh no, that yarn need to go in clearance because all it's gonna do is tear somebody's nerves up. It is like, what? My husband finds the center pull for me. He's so sweet. That look, your husband, he needs to get like an award for that because I'm telling you, listen, that is like awesome. Because woo, when you have to dig in there and try to find that center pull, and then it comes out as all that, just give me a new skate. My daughter made anime characters. Oh, babe, I bet those are cute. Like, we can't say that out too loud, though, Miss Becca. Listen, my son loves anime. He is like anime fan. So if he's like, hey, let me see them anime characters. You can make some anime characters for me? Like, listen. My son loves anime. I mean, I think we just no, he didn't get anime today. Cause I was gonna say we went to the store. We have like this awesome comic book store here, and they sell, well, it's not just comic books. They sell comic books, anime, like all kind of stuff. It's like a really awesome store. Very good store. He loves it, but he didn't get anime today. He got what did he get? I think it was comics. Yeah, he got Marvel comics today because he loves comics, anime, all of the jazz. I mean, just such a beautiful creative mind. I absolutely love it. So y'all, we are going to put one more, and then I'm gonna have to get on up out of here because I still have some more stuff to do. I still have some more. I wouldn't say, I want to say because I have to cook, but then my mom be like, why are you such a late cooker? I'm like, Ma, my days kind of stretch a little long, Because she's like, listen, you need to get it done earlier. But let's see. All right. So, do you listen to music, watch shows, or sit in silence while crocheting? That's such a beautiful question to end it with. Do you, okay, listen to music, watch shows, or sit in silence while you crochet? Now, I would say I have done all of the above. Yes, yes, yes. Now, one of my favorite things to do, especially because some mornings, I don't know what it is. It's like I cannot get sleep. It's like get up and crochet. That's what my mind said. My mind is like, listen, we're up and we need to pick up a hook. And those mornings, it's so peaceful because everything is so quiet. And those mornings, I just sit in quietness and I crochet with nothing on. I just sit there enjoying me and my hook, and just it's so peaceful. I really love those mornings. Just the stillness of the day and being able to think. I always stay in gratitude and say what I'm thankful for, and all of that jazz. So I love those moments. So Unicorn says watch YouTube. Yes, listen. Okay, so this is another thing I want to ask. I'm gonna add to this question. When y'all are watching YouTube, do you like to watch content based on crochet, or is it like 50-50? Because for me, sometimes, like a lot of the times, I would say if I'm watching YouTube, it may be a podcast because listen, y'all, I love to learn about different cultures. I love documentaries. I'm like that person, y'all. I'm like, show me, let me see what's going on. This is awesome. This is unique. We are like so many people around the world living so many different lives. This is awesome. So that's how my YouTube kind of typically goes. And I always wondered that, like, what if you're like, say I do a lot of crochet when I'm creating crochet on YouTube and I have a crochet channel, but a lot of the times I find that I don't watch a lot of crochet. And I'm like, am I the only one that's like that? Or, how does that go? I would love to know that. Now, one thing I cannot do, I've tried watching movies when I crochet, but for some reason, I don't get far in those. I'll try to put on like a movie or a show. I can't really pay that much attention. It's like my attention have to be on the crochet and I'm looking up here and there, but I don't really, I guess when I'm watching a movie or a show, I have to focus because it's like I'll miss something. So I'm not good at watching a movie when I crochet. Now, one thing I would say, I love listening to audiobooks sometimes. Now, I don't like it all the time because for some strange reason, again, y'all, I love reading, but I love actual reading the book, not listening a lot of the times. And that's okay. That's okay because I know some people who love listening to audiobooks, some people who don't. Some people who love reading and turning those pages. That's a me thing because I guess I build the worlds in my head. So I love here and there I'll listen to an audiobook. I just watch my subscriptions, which is a bit of everything, but I do watch crochet. Okay, yeah, see, I guess that is a good way to say it for me too. Because guess what? For me, it goes around with the channel. I'm all over the place when it comes to that. When it comes down to my subscription, it is all over the place. When I say I mean all over the place. Miss Bev says, be right back. Okay, but Miss Bev, though, I'm hopping off. That was my last question. Let me show y'all what I got done because I have to get going. But I had a good hour on here and I love sitting here and chatting and talking it up, y'all. I think we had a good conversation tonight. This is how far I got. I think we did good too because I really just had the base. So look at those colors. Sandy says, you are a breath of fresh air. Thank you for sharing your story, talent. What is even more awesome is your word of encouragement, of self-acceptance. Thank you. You are appreciated. Thank you so much. You are appreciated. Thank you so much. And that's all I really want to do is to create this safe space to let everyone know, like, listen, hey, we are going to pour love out to each other and we are going to enjoy this thing we like together, talk about it, and guess what? We're going to see each other every week because we're going to be chit-chatting. So that's beautiful. Thank you so much. And thank y'all so much for logging in. Your hat is looking great. Thank you. Listen, we only got a couple of more rows. Now, what I'm going to have to make myself do is put it down because I will try to come back to it, but I have to cook. I have some other stuff I have to do with the kiddos. So we are going to be moving the second half of my day. So it's like crochet gonna have to sit down until the wee hours of the morning when I wake up and then pick it back up. So y'all may see this on a short tomorrow when I finish everything, but I actually love these colors. I think it turned out really cute. I think let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, almost 11 rows, and I think I have 2 more to go. So we're almost finished. This is going to take no time. But y'all, I think that's it. I don't think I have. I'm looking around because guess what, y'all? I did not have anything for my inspiration jar. We don't have anything yet, but we're going to leave it off on. I want all of y'all to genuinely have the best rest of your week that you can possibly imagine. And something we talked about earlier inside of this conversation was saying how important it is as far as mindset. If you can believe that you're the most awesomest person ever because you are, guess how the world around you will shift and change according to your awesomeness. Because I always tell my kids, people see you the way you see you. So however you're seeing yourself in that moment and how you're showing up to yourself is the way that other people is going to see you when they meet you. So if you're thinking negative things about yourself, or oh, my shirt is too tight, oh, this right here, oh, I don't look like, listen, that's going to come off to people and they're going to pick up on that. But if you think you're the most awesomest person in the room, because you are, and you understand your values, highlight the things that you do very well, and even the things that you feel you don't do very well. Listen, still highlight them, because guess what? You do it well. Sometimes we're our worst critic, but also just remember the way you show up for yourself is the way that other people will view you when they meet you. So give yourself the best you that you could ever give, because when you're out there in this world, that's what people are going to see. I hope y'all have the most beautiful, amazing rest of your week. As always, thank you. Same to you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. As always, y'all remember, I am your one and your only Lady of Crochet, LadySamoan. I will see you next time. Y'all have a good night. I will see y'all next time.